Hello everybody! I am live now with one of my most anticipated roguelikes I've been looking forward to. This is Balatro, or however you want to call it. It is quite literally the purest essence of a roguelike deck builder. Quite literally so. And I've just been watching way too much of my favorite content creator of all time, Northern Lion, play it. Ever since the demo and whatever came out. So because of that, I've just been, once again, looking forward to it, and it released this morning. I've been looking to play it, so let's just enjoy ourselves now, shall we? So I've played a good amount of it off stream already, and quite frankly, I don't feel like really doing a separate profile run, but for all the YouTube people out here, I will explain how things go. So we'll just play on the standard deck, standard difficulty, and I'll just get on with it. The main thing here is that this game is all about poker hands. So if you don't know how they work, then I'll try to explain them as I go along here. But the main thing is that you are trying to manipulate your starting deck of regular 52 cards, one of each card and one of each suit, to try to make the best poker hands possible, because that will earn you chips, and you're just trying to get to the end of the run. Because the enemies that you're fighting are the blinds, which is poker blinds. So we'll just go ahead and fight, and we'll just start from there. So we have to get 300 points. The way that Balatro works is that you are given a hand of 8 cards, and you can play from 1 to up to 5 cards. You are trying to make the best hands out of it, because whatever you play gets multiplied. So you can see, for example, what I'm starting out with. I have 3 10s. If I wanted to, I can make a 3 of a kind. So as you can see right here, that would get me 30 times 3. That is blue chips, 3 multiplier. There's ways to up how much chips that you have, how many multipliers that you have, but mainly, first things first, it is 30 times 3. So that would be 90 out of 300, but every card that's played also comes with a certain amount of chips. So the 10 here would all provide me 10 chips to stack onto that, because they are 10s. Quite frankly so. So if I did that, for instance, it becomes 60 times 3. You can see right there. Now we're at 180, so 120 off. I could keep going on from that. I could do things like high card, to where if I don't have anything, like if I don't have any good hands, it will just score the highest card by itself. Pair would be like my 2 queens here, so that would be 20. Sorry, that would be 10 chips, 20 chips, so 30 times 2, that would be 50. But the main thing is, I'm trying to store at least the benchmark for the blind before I run out of hands to play, otherwise it's just game over. I get a certain amount of hands and a certain amount of discards each turn. So, let's do something like this. If I discard up to 5 here, I'll keep cycling through my deck, as you can see. I can always check what my full deck is and what cards are remaining in this deck, so I can accurately gauge, hey, what do I want to possibly mill for a better hand? So for instance, I could just do another 3 of a kind. And that gets me a 300. So that is me beating the first fight, or the small blind. I get 3 butts for it, and I get an additional $1 for every single remaining hand I had left. Meaning I want to make the best hands, I want to beat these blinds in as few hands as possible to maximize my gains. So every single time that we get through here, we get presented our shop to improve our run. Because we can always look at what our next fights are going to be, and what cards we can possibly get to better our hands here. When blind is selected, gain ×5 molt and destroy a random joker. Interesting. 12 molt if the hand contains a straight. The jokers are the main aspect of Balatro. You can have an inventory of 5, and they give you extra chips, extra multiplier, or just anything of that sort for, you know, for you just running through the deck, just anytime you play a hand. So for instance, yeah, instead of it just being like 30 times 3, if I did 3 of a kind, or if instead of, for a straight, instead of 30 times 4, it would be 30 times 4 plus 12, so 30 times 16, which is immense! But of course the stipulation is this only goes off if I have a straight. Whereas this one here, this would just times my molt constantly here. Quite frankly, I think I can very much so stat with this. This is a very selfish one, and it means I can't really get a build together, but it seems very interesting. So we are getting Madness. Other things we can do is we can buy planet pats from the, we can buy card pats, which is choosing different cards. A playing card is just a special card that can be added to my deck, of course, of 52. So it's just anything of any suit with maybe special effects. And Celestial pats make different hands stronger. So even though high card might be the weakest compared to a straight flush, 5 times 1, as opposed to 100 times 8, the fact is I could keep powering this up and making it even more, more impressive and more impactful, to the point to where sometimes it'll be more ambitious and better to just straight up play high card instead of straight flush. But that's way off. For now, I have 2 butts because Madness was 7, so we'll just go on from here. So there is 8 antes, or basically think of like floors in a roguelike or worlds. A small blind, a big blind, and then a boss, which always has a big stipulation. The small and big blinds just have you scoring, whereas the just scoring to meet the limit, nothing special. Whereas the boss will always have a special gimmick that will hinder your deck in one way. So all diamond cards are debuffed, for instance, meaning any of my diamonds that I try to play in the future will not score any of these chips, will not have any special effects from Jokers go off. So these can be run ruiners or ways that you have to play around them to make sure your run stays alive. Now, a big thing about these small and big blinds is I could choose to skip them, for instance, if I wanted to get the tag associated at the bottom, meaning I skip the fight completely for something that could help me at my next shop or help like my economy here. It would double my money, up to a maximum of $40. I only have 2, so that is not worth it. Now, this Madness will continue to get stronger, so I think I'd like to hold on to it for now, and I'm going to discard these to try to see if I can get something like this. Not just of a 3 of a kind, but a full house, everybody, which is a 3 of a kind and a pair together. It's one of the best ones right there, so it's storing all of those chips, and my multiplier is now times 1.5, which is wonderful. Now, I can buy a tarot card, which can change my cards in different ways. I can buy Arcana pats for more tarot card choices, or Celestial to make certain hands work better. I think I'll take the Celestial. I can make 4 of a kind better, 2 pair, or a flush. I think for now, I'll make 2 pair better, just because I think it's the most consistent. And even though I could keep spending money here, I do get interest if I keep holding on to things, so I would like to keep going with this. Cruzy moved off dice and moved into poker. I mean, what? I enjoy any type of casino games now, Calvin, so hey there, boy. So you can see, all these diamonds are debuffed, meaning they store no chips, and all abilities associated with Jokers or so are, exactly as it says, disabled. So I'd prefer to just discard them and get them out of the way as soon as possible. Now, ironically, I could have leveled up my flush, which is 5 cards of the same suit. I chose not to, and I'm really suffering for, considering I am 1 off and I'm wasting all my discards on it. I'll continue wasting my discards as I want to get a flush. Oh, there you go. These are all clubs, and this is one of the more enticing ones to get. 5 cards that share the same suit. So that's 35 times 4, plus all the chips I score, and Madness will make that 8. 600 exactly. I am very, very happy about that. Alright. So, you can see I'm getting my interest for $5. So, the benchmark is $25 to save to, so I always get 5 interest. I could raise the cap on interest to 10, meaning I can stack up to 50, which would be very interesting. I could buy the High Priestess to get 2 planet cards. I think I'll buy the Priestess now and use her. So my 2 pair is level 3, so it's even better now, and my straights are better. I don't want to buy Jokers necessarily, considering Madness will destroy any Joker I buy by themselves. So it's just no point to. I'll just save for now. So I can look at shop has an uncommon Joker, gain a free Mega Celestial Pat, which means out of 5 planet cards given to me, I can choose 2 to pick. And remember now, that could keep influencing my decisions, because my 2 pair is really better than my 3 of a kind, even though I've played 3 of a kind more. And it's almost as good as a straight itself. My 2 pair is better than a flush. It's better than a full house, so anytime I can, I should just keep playing 2-pair. Because I don't have to keep trying for the harder, card combinations. If I can make this, well, 2-pair work. Discard these through. Let's keep going like this. And you can see here, 2-pair, level 3. Perfect. I got really lucky with getting Madness super early to just keep the multiplier up, because it just keeps being ridiculously strong. I can level up Flush, and considering how I'm making a little bit more interest, I would like to. I think I'm going to buy seed money, considering how I don't want to buy another Joker for Madness. So we'll do this. Madness is now on 3 times molt. And I am looking for another 2-pair. What can you say, ladies and gentlemen? I just keep lucking out here. That's not enough to get there yet, so 2-pair needs to keep leveling up for the future, probably. If I can get a straight, that's fantastic. So that's, for you non-poker heads, 5 cards in a consecutive row. So that is 1 ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Jack, Queen, King, and then it circles back around to Ace. So Ace, King, Queen, Jack, 10. Exactly as you can see right here. Good right there. I am at 25. Oh, that's so nice. So this is the bowl. It gives you 2 chips for every dollar that you have. And with seed money, this could really carry me to endgame. It's just that Madness would destroy it, unfortunately. But I think I would want to scale with that. So unironically give me the bowl, but sell Madness. I want to just save up as much as possible. So we're going against the Hook. Discard 2 random cards per hand played. I am nerfing myself a lot by doing this, but I'm playing towards the future of my scaling. So let's play it straight for now, because I got it naturally. Those chips are going pretty well, and I am just going for full economy, as you can see. Don't need to play Full House, because 2-pair is already better than Full House at level 3. So let the bull just really scale me to, you know, infinity almost. I can just play a simple pair to reach my 160 benchmark. Nice! Because now, with my interest cap, I just want to keep that stacking as much as possible. So new ante, -1 ante, which means I just have to reach 7 to win the game, instead of 8, but -1 hand per round, so I go down to only playing 3. I don't necessarily like that, especially with how much economy I want to keep building. So for now, I'll roll up this Flush, so it has a lot more enticement to play. So both 2-pair and Flush are the biggest priorities. Flush more than 2-pair, obviously, but that's really just what I'm looking for. And just keep saving for now. So double tag. Gain a copy of the next selected tag. Another voucher to the shop. No reason to, necessarily, for that stuff right there. Okay, so Full House is 40 times 4. 2-pair is 60 times 4. So let's do the 2-pair. Because I want this bowl to keep just going up in chip value, potentially. Well, not potentially, I do want it to keep going up in chip value. I have 3 hearts, so let's point towards our Flush instead of our 2-pair. Because I want to try to make as much money off of saving my hands. Considering how I'm not breaking the bank on being able to reach the blind ante yet. Considering how I only still have Bull when I need another multiplier Joker is really hurting me. So if I can buy another Joker, considering that Madness is out of my deck now, it'd be big. That's an egg. Gain 3 sell value at the end of round. Okay, you know what? I'm going to buy the egg and buy a Jumbo Buffoon pack, which lets me choose 1. Copy the Joker ability to the right. Get 1 multiplier per hand played, but lose 1 on discard. Aces give 20 chips and 4 molt when stored. When blind is selected, create 2 common Jokers. Ooh! I do love Blueprint, but I think just having common Jokers to fill out my hands for the future now is going to be big. Because that'll just generate me money, naturally. Store a Joker. 4 chips if the played hand has exactly 4 chips. Earn $2 per discard if no discards are used by the end of the round. Interesting. Well, I can do something like this. Square Joker gets some upgrade value. That's not the best, though. I probably do want to just go ahead and use discards, because I need to, be, going for flushes, potentially. And this is hurting me. Why can't I get all my spades that I want? Good. Because that Riffraff can easily be a good economy builder for the future, but at the moment, I am really struggling for finding other cards to play. Diamonds? Not enough diamonds. I can hope to get to 4... I could hope with a 2-pair like this, for instance, and then hope for 3 more diamonds. But I really am suffering a good bit. I should have played Square Joker out. Eey, I don't think I'm gonna make it, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, the fact that I had to keep spending upwards killed the run. Oh well. That's an alright first Balatro run, but that got the intro out of the way for my YouTube series. So at the very least, we can have that to start, and then I will start another one. Let's keep going with the red deck once more.